What's up, guys? It's Jade back here for a brand new Teen Wolf related video, and in this video I want to give you guys all my thoughts and opinions on how I currently feel regarding Teen Wolf the movie. I apologize for the delay in this video. As I mentioned in my recent community tab post, I was very busy the last couple of weeks since I posted my last video, which I think was like 2 weeks ago. So I haven't really had that much time to record. I had graduation and I had family come out of state. And we had like a big soccer tournament and stuff I went to, and I was spending time with family, and I was also finishing up the final touches on the last chapter of my book I'm writing, which is True Alpha. As most of you guys who watch the channel know, that book is finally done and complete, so I'm just doing the extra stuff in the background to kind of finish things out with that, so that the book can be ready to go digitally on Patreon on June 23rd. But that's aside from the point. In this video, I'm going to give you guys, of course, my thoughts on how I feel about Teen Wolf the movie. It's been about 4 months and some change since the film came out. I've only seen the film one time. I saw it opening night. I stayed up very early to watch this film. I was watching it, I think, at like 6 a.m. when I woke up, and then finished it around like 9-10. You guys can see my movie reaction up here. There'll probably be like a pinned card to it. I'll probably flash it on screen or something. But if you guys want to see my genuine reaction to watching the movie for the first time, you guys can check that out. It's one of my most popular videos on my channel, and I'm really proud of that video, despite my thoughts and opinions being completely different now as opposed to how I felt when I first saw the film. So what do I think about Teen Wolf the movie now that it's been a couple of months since the film released? I think that Teen Wolf the movie is absolute garbage. And all the criticisms I received for my takes on Teen Wolf the movie were justified, as I was admittedly so gatekeeping for the film hard. I fully admit that now, and now that I've had a couple of months to reflect, being away from the channel for 2 months and coming back and making this video right now. But I realized that my thoughts and opinions that I had on the movie previously were coming from a place of bias, just because it's Teen Wolf and I love Teen Wolf so much. But it taught me a lesson in looking at things very objectively when it comes to shit like Teen Wolf the movie. I have to look at it not from a lens of a fan, but from the lens of just a general movie-going audience member, just like watching the movie, not knowing anything about Teen Wolf. Like if I showed people Teen Wolf the movie and they weren't fans of Teen Wolf, I'm pretty sure no one would like them. Like, for example, my brothers aren't as hardcore fans as Teen Wolf are. They're not as hardcore on Teen Wolf as I am, but when they watched the movie, they couldn't even get through the first 20 to 30 minutes because they said it was really bad. It was the same thing with a couple of my friends. One of my female friends in particular, I saw her while I was at school, while I was still attending college this past semester, and I ran into her, and she was like, did you get to see Teen Wolf the movie? And I was like, yeah, I saw it a couple of months ago when it first came out. And I asked her how she felt about it, and she being her being a big Teen Wolf fan, right? Her favorite character is Jackson. She was not having it. She said the movie is absolute garbage, and I was like, yeah, they kind of dropped the ball. Like, I wish they would have taken more time, to properly, plan out the story and stuff. But it is what it is. We all know the production was rushed, but she didn't like it either. So, yeah. And I also got a little backlash with people thinking that because I was conversing with people in my old Discord server, I'll post a link to the new one in the description down below for those of you guys who don't know that I have a new one. It's called Jades Corner 2.0, or like the new Jades Corner server, but it'll be in the description if you guys want to join that Discord. A lot of people were under the impression, and I remember because I posted a community tab about it, saying that I was going to make this video actually a couple of months ago with my new updated thoughts and opinions on Teen Wolf the movie and why I don't like it now. And people were like, yo, you're letting the opinions of people you're talking to on your Discord affect how you feel about the film. Don't let that happen. And I tried explaining to people by like replying to comments back a few months ago when I first posted that it had nothing to do with anybody in my Discord. Like, I came to that conclusion on my own. But now that I'm like mentioning this on video format, I can officially like talk to y'all kind of face to face. Not really though, because it's just a recording of me. But none of those conversations on Discord that I had with people such as like my bro Cool Cash and other members of the channel who are loyal subscribers who have been supporting me since day one and whenever they decided to subscribe to the channel, none of my conversations with them affected any of my opinions on Teen Wolf the movie. I told y'all at the end of my movie reaction, I'll probably clip that segment and post it right here so you guys can know that I'm not bullshitting, I'm not lying to you guys. And if I had to give a rating for the film, probably a 9.5 out of 10, give or take. That's where I'm sitting right now. It might go higher, it might go lower on subsequent rewatches, but upon first rewatch, probably between a 9 and 9.5 out of 10. Like once I finished the movie reaction, I was like, this is how I feel now. But just letting y'all know, it could easily change in the next couple of weeks. It could take months. My opinion might not stay the same. And I don't know why those comments flew over people's heads, because everybody was so shocked when I said that I didn't like Teen Wolf the movie anymore and thought it's absolute garbage. Like, in my opinion right now, I think that Teen Wolf the movie is the worst thing ever produced from the Teen Wolf franchise, the MTV and non-MTV incarnation. Like, it's that bad. I do agree with a lot of the sentiments that it should have never been made without Dylan O'Brien. Argent show, still kind of 50-50 on that whole thing. Could do with or without her. She wasn't really that important past season 3, but still, I do agree with the sentiment that if you're gonna bring back the No Kitsune, it is kind of weird that you're doing it without her, despite how I personally feel about Argent show as like a person. But yeah, like, and even with the No Kitsune thing, we all know that was like Dylan O'Brien's like breakout role. Like, it was just weird not having him there, even though I still think the movie kind of worked without him. Not really, though. It was just odd just seeing the No Kitsune act on its own while not being Dylan O'Brien, if you know what I mean. And yeah, like, there's just multiple things about the film that just piss me off to no end. Like, the whole Styles and Lydia thing, like them breaking up off screen, really ticked me the fuck off. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, you guys didn't see my reaction to it because it glossed over my head, and I completely like missed it when I first watched the film. So one of my subscribers had to let me know what happened afterward. But Jesus, man, when they told me, I was not having it. I was like, bro, what the hell? Like, Jeff, what are you doing? And I literally was like, bro, if they make Styles and Lydia break up, this movie is a straight L. And that's exactly what happened. Now, another thing, as much as I love Crystal Reed, y'all, if you guys have been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know and have heard me say numerous times in multiple videos that my favorite female actress of the Teen Wolf cast is Crystal Reed. She's an absolute sweetheart. I almost got the chance to meet her in person at Comic-Con last year. I was like 15 feet away from her in the audience at New York Comic-Con 2022. Had I seen her roaming around earlier in the day or been, you know, where she was, I could have had the opportunity to meet her, and that would have been the best day on earth, even though it kind of already was, because that night was one to remember. But yeah, y'all know my favorite actress, female-wise, is Crystal Reed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Actually, no. My favorite actress is Emma Roberts. She's number 2. Meant to say that. Crystal Reed's number 2. Still, like, the fact that she came back, I was 100% against that. Like, if you guys go back to one of my videos in 2021, you would know that I was like, bro, why is Jeff Davis planning on bringing back Allison? This is going to be the worst thing if this actually happens. Then, when Crystal was confirmed to come back and we found out they were actually bringing her back from the dead, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just see where it goes. It could be good, it could be bad. But it's Jeff Davis. It's usually going to end up bad, because Jeff Davis hasn't produced anything good, in my opinion, since 2014 in relation to anything Teen Wolf, in my opinion. Like, everything after that has either been okay, good, or mid, or complete trash, like Season 6 and Teen Wolf the movie. So yeah, bringing back Allison, in my opinion, in retrospect, was an awful idea. Terrible. Should have never happened. As much as I enjoyed Crystal Reed, and as much she was fine as hell in that movie. I was trying hard not to simp on screen during my reaction. She was looking fine. But bro, I would have much preferred Allison stay dead, because we lost Derek in the process. Like, bro, the fact that they put me through those emotions when Derek died and y'all saw me cry on screen in the reaction, I'm not going to post it again because it's kind of emotional watching that. But like, bro, the fact that they traded a life for a life. And a lot of people were saying this when the movie first came out, but I was kind of downplaying it. But no, they were 100% right, bro. They traded Allison for Derek, bro, in the worst way possible. And Derek's death could have completely been avoided. Like, it was nice, I guess the way he went out fighting, and him becoming a true alpha completely breaks the canon of the series, which is something Jeff Davis has said on screen. I'm gonna post a clip here for those of y'all who still wanna believe him because he's the creator of Teen Wolf and anything he says goes. Well, clearly he don't give a fuck about his own rules because he threw them out the window in this movie. The fucker literally said in an interview with Paul Ray from Teen Wolf News that I don't give a shit about canon. Canon does not matter to me. In his own words, it's Teen Wolf. We like to do cool shit. But where did that cool shit get you? It got you a film that is damn near universally hated. Had you simply wrote a good enough story to convince Dylan O'Brien to join, because I'm pretty sure if the story was good, he wouldn't have turned down the role. And they tried to give this man a lot of money. We remember the reports from Paul when he put them out last January. They tried to give this man the biggest payday he had ever received while working on Teen Wolf, and he still declined. So the story he read, or the script he read, he was not feeling that shit at all. And then we all know what happened with the Argent thing. We don't know the complete story, but we know the majority of the gist of what happened there with her being a fucking asshole and whatnot. But that's for another video. Actually, no, I said I was done talking about the Argent thing. That's old news. That happened last year. We don't need to touch that subject again. But still, like, bro, I made a video about that when Jeff Davis first said that. I think that was a week before Comic-Con 2022. I was livid, bro. I was like, dude, you are literally going to San Diego Comic-Con in front of thousands of Teen Wolf fans. Tens of thousands of fans are going to be ecstatic to see you, Hoechlin, and Posey on stage for the first time together since 2000. When was the last Comic-Con? 2017? Bro, why the hell would you come out and literally tell the whole fan base you don't care about the canon of your own show? That immediately dropped the credibility of this man from like maybe 85, 90 to 0. You pretty much spelled doom for your own film as the moment you said that. And then don't even get me started about the freaking no Kitsune and its hybrid design, and then on top of that the shitty dialogue. Like for example, you have Peter on all fours trying to smell Scott's blood when the fucking blood's right in front of him. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Like, why are we just writing in dumb shit just to write it? Like, to me, it feels like Jeff Davis was smoking some amazing, because the dialogue in the film is god-awful. It's really, really bad. Even for Teen Wolf standards. Like, I know Teen Wolf doesn't have the best writing. It never really had, even with its better seasons, like Season 3 and 2. But still, like, bro, this is a whole new level of straight garbage. Like, Jesus. And man, like, the decisions made in this movie are just like, what the fuck, man. If you guys want to know my new rating for Teen Wolf the movie is I would probably give it like a 2.5, and that's being generous, because I do think that of every single movie released this year, this is most likely the worst movie to come out, not only in 2023, but probably of the decade so far. Like, this was a monumental mistake that damaged the franchise permanently. You're gonna have to literally get Dylan O'Brien back, get Arden Cho back, and produce a product on the level of a Season 2 or a Season 3 to even remotely rebuild the trust with this fandom and rebuild the fan interest that was peaking during that time period with Teen Wolf again. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you announce a Teen Wolf the movie 2 and Dylan O'Brien's not a part of it, that shit is going to flop so hard, it's not even funny. We're all under the impression that Wolfpack is most likely not coming back for a Season 2. Y'all better hope and pray that if we do get a sequel to Teen Wolf, they fix all the goddamn mistakes they made in this movie, because Lord have mercy. When I tell you this movie hurt the franchise, it left a huge permanent stain on it, and not even people like me or Paul Ray can fix it. And that's all thanks to Jeff Davis, who people continuously try to say it's not his fault. Jeff didn't do anything. No, this all falls back on Jeff, because no one else wrote the film but him. He was the primary screenwriter, which means he was in charge of the entire story. He was in charge of everything that took place in this film. So it all falls back on him at the end of the day. And in my next video, I'm going to explain to you guys why Jeff Davis has to go. Because this is, I don't know how many times we've given this man to stop fucking up and actually give us a good fucking story. It's like he doesn't care. And I think there's been numerous occasions where he teased that he doesn't care about fan feedback. Well, you better start caring now, because your franchise is in jeopardy and no one's checking out for no damn Teen Wolf the movie 2. I know I'm not unless you fix these damn issues, Jeff. You gotta fix the issues, man. And this isn't coming from a place of hate. This is coming from a place of love, because y'all know Teen Wolf is my first love always. I love Teen Wolf to death. It's why I started a channel surrounding it. I want to see the series succeed. I want it to be good, but it can't be good if we out here making the same goddamn mistakes we were making in 2017 with Teen Wolf Season 6B, which was a really bad season of Teen Wolf and hurt the series. We can't have a Season 5A where it's boring and no one gives a fuck about the narrative, especially the Dread Doctors. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm telling you, I swear to God, I'm not coming from a place of hate. And I know some idiots who are watching this video will take it that way. They'll be like, Jades just hating. No, I'm not hating, bro. Like, all of this is coming from the heart right now, because y'all know me. If there was anybody in this YouTube space, in the Teen Wolf community, for as small as it is, who wanted this goddamn movie to succeed and bring back the popularity that Season 2, 1, and 3 had of Teen Wolf, it was definitely me. I have the largest library of content on Teen Wolf the movie on YouTube. I sacrificed so much time to cover this movie, only for it to turn out to be a complete pile of shit. I want Teen Wolf to succeed, but there has to be changes made. There has to be changes, and it all starts from the top. And with the writer's strike going on, we don't even know when the hell we're going to get a continuation of Teen Wolf, and we don't even know if we're going to get the complete trilogy now because of the amount of backlash that the first Teen Wolf movie received. Oh, and one final thing. I do agree with everyone's sentiment, because a lot of people have told me this. Teen Wolf works better as a TV show. That is 100% facts. They should have never made it a movie. They should have listened to the fans. I don't care what the logistics were behind it. They should have tried to come to an agreement to make it work. Because the movie format is something I was completely against from day one. I was only happy we were getting a movie because it's Teen Wolf. But other than that, I never wanted it to be a movie. Never. Because I knew it couldn't work. You can't tell a whole season story in a 2-hour, 20-minute film. You just can't do it. And Teen Wolf the movie is a perfect goddamn example of why it doesn't work. Those are just my thoughts and opinions. Let me know if you guys agree with my sentiments. If you guys disagree, that's fine. Feel free to leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys check out all my links. All my socials will be linked in the description below. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. I really appreciate it. Sorry for the rant, but you know, I'm very passionate about Teen Wolf, as y'all know. My first love always, and I just want to see it do good. Like, I just want it to get back to the glory days, man. But we can't do that if we're out here being goofy, being dumb and retarded, making these stupid decisions with the fucking writing and the stories, man. Like, it's sad at the end of the day what happened, you know, with the whole Teen Wolf the movie thing. But like I said, it's out of my control. I can't really do anything about it. So yeah, like I mentioned before, all my links will be in the description below to all my socials if y'all want to follow me. I reopened my Instagram. I actually had to make a new one because my old one has been too long since I deleted it. So if you guys want to follow the Jades Corner official Instagram, it'll be linked in the description down below. That's the easiest way to contact me, aside from Discord, which will also be linked. Also, if you guys are interested in my book series, True Alpha, as I mentioned at the start of this video, I have officially finished writing the book. So if you guys want to know any and all information about that, you can follow the True Alpha Discord, and you can also follow my second channel, True Alpha Official, which covers everything surrounding my book, which I will also be uploading to frequently over the next few weeks as we start pushing and promoting the book for its digital release on Friday, June 23rd, 2023. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Jade. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel to help me reach 20,000 subscribers, that would be greatly appreciated. Every subscriber counts, and we treat everybody here as like a brother or a sister, because we try to, you know, grow a family type of environment with everyone, so, you know, no one feels left out. So if you guys are interested in joining something like that, this channel is definitely the place for you. And without further ado, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.